Right, welcome to this week's episode of Minis and Motorbikes. Thanks very much for coming back to us this week. Now, what's it all about this week? What are we doing? You doing anything?
What's it all about, Alfie? Sorry. Yes, no, there's a couple of bits in the car. The roll cage of, well, you wouldn't really call it tapping. I've got a little tool that you use to tap the nuts, because all the nuts have got paint in them and all that stuff. We couldn't get the bolts in, in the roll cage. So I've taken the floor pans out because I need to, instead of riveting in, I'm going to put stainless steel riv nuts in, and then we can bolt them in, take them out, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I've done that. We've got some news on the bike engine as well. Steve's had a look at that, so we've got some news on that. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because if you didn't watch last week's episode, so Steve Burgess, we was at his workshop.
I'm not going to do it.
What? No, don't. So we was at his workshop instead of ours last week, and he's pretty much like ripped the engine right down there into parts, all laid out on the table. Yeah. So it's worth having a look at that and watching that, but we pretty much now know the damage and the severity.
Yeah, severity. I've got a list here. Shall I read the list?
Have you got a list of what?
Of parts, basically.
What that we need?
Well, put it this way. He's done a list, right, basically. There's a repair-only parts list, and there's a complete engine rebuild. Now,
what, as in the top list will get it going?
Yeah, the top list to get it going. It doesn't need hardly anything really. Right. There is a couple of bits from the complete engine rebuild, but we sort of had a chat about it, didn't we? Because I've had about 4 different people saying to me, that motorbike's only worth about 900 quid or 1500 quid when it's finished. It's pointless doing it, blah, blah, blah. It's going to cost you nearly 3 times more to do it than it's worth. Which actually is a bloody good point.
Is that what they talk like today?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. So, the conclusion I've come to, right or wrong, is we pretend that the bike was given to me from an uncle and it was seized, and we're doing it up as cheaply as possible to get it on the road so we can use it as a daily rider. It's not going to be sold on or do anything else with it, blah, blah, blah. So then we can see how cheaply you can go through it to get it working and get it a good, decent bike. I mean, hopefully it'll still look nice when we've finished it, but instead of powder coating the frame, we hammerite paint it and stuff like that. So, yeah, and polish the wheels up the cells and show getting them done, and then polishing the aluminium up and, you know, usual sort of stuff. So that's the sort of thought I've come to.
Right. So what we got to replace to get to that far?
Yes, basically, gasket set, which is about 68 quid. Second-hand barrels and pistons we've seen on eBay for 40 quid with package and posting, and they don't look too bad. They're better than ones we've got. Well, I'll show you a couple of bits from that anyway in a minute.
Because last week you were talking about, because Steve said he had the pistons going, and you said they cleaned up all right.
Yeah, no, it's the bores that's broke. Yeah, one of the pistons is broke, so I'll show you that. The bit of metal that we had in the oil pan, we found a couple of bits of metal in the oil pan, didn't we, if you remember last week, when we sticked it all down. Yeah. Well, one of those bits of metal was
plastic. Because I said about it was your credit card and all that, remember? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So one of the bits of metal is off the piston, side of the piston, so we'll show that in a minute. So basically all we got to buy is the gasket set, second-hand barrels and pistons, water pump housing, which is like 20 quid. So at the moment we're 80, 90, 120 quid at the moment. And we also really ought to get water pump oil seal, rear drive oil seal and gear shaft oil seal. So for about 140 quid, we could rebuild the engine. Well, Steve can rebuild the engine. He'll show me how to rebuild the engine for that. So
right. I mean, but this other list here then is if you wanted to bring it right up to
up to
spec. And what we got there then?
Flywheel, gaskets. Well, we need a new flywheel anyway. Yeah. So that's another thing to add to it. So say I don't know what money did I get? 280 quid.
You got to 68 and 40 is 108, and 90 we'll call it 20.
Yeah, and then
there you go.
And then another 25 quid for the
flywheel
seals. Yeah, and the flywheel will probably be about another 130 quid, I reckon.
So 300 quid-ish on the top list.
Yeah.
All right. But the bottom list is...
Yeah, the bottom list, it'll all add up to about, I don't know, about 1,000, 1,200
yeah,
quid.
the bike ain't worth it.
It's not worth it. The bike's only worth 1,500 quid, even if it's A-class, top of the range.
So with the cost of what the bike cost you...
300 quid.
And then all of that...
Yeah, and I've spent money on it.
You're going to be the wrong way round, aren't you?
Yeah, I've bought some more, I've bought panels for it, and so yeah, I mean...
Oh yeah, I forgot about the panels.
At the moment, it probably owes me about 400 quid, I reckon.
What?
With the bike and the other bits I've bought.
Oh, 400 quid. And then you got all of that, so you're going to be nearly 1,500-1,600 quid.
If not more. Yeah.
And the bike ain't worth that, so you in it, no.
No, so we're just going to do it like that, I think. I mean, it'll look nice and it'll just prove a point of what you can do sort of on a real budget.
All right. So we're putting that project aside to carry on with the Mini? Well, or are we just going to do it alongside again?
We're going to keep doing it alongside. We'll keep doing it alongside. Right. When I get bits in, we get it done, and then, you know, I mean, we're not in any mad rush to rebuild the engine, so that could probably wait till the new year, because we do need to get the Mini finished. Yeah. Because you're explain. I need to explain something, but there's something else happening first, so I'll explain it at the end.
Yeah. Do I know about this?
Yeah.
Oh, do I? Oh,
yeah, because we're having a chat with a few people, aren't we? Because we're going out today, aren't we?
We are.
Because it's a lovely sunny day, we're going out.
It's a beautiful day today.
What a beautiful day! Right, it's end of season. Brands Act.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. You don't mean that. You don't mean that. And we're here with the Lydia Walmsley. Yeah, now, we've got to go through, because obviously we'll see you last at Alton, didn't we?
Yes.
So we've had a few races since then. I've got a notebook. I'm left-handed, so you'll have to bear with me writing. Round 12, DNF.
Not kill,
yeah.
Yes.
What happened there?
I don't really know. No, basically, typical not kill weather, changeable conditions. Okay. So it was dry. Obviously, everyone went out on slicks, and then on the green flag lap, it had an absolute downpour. So they delayed the start. All the teams came on the grid to change tyres, but I think only one car actually changed to wets. So everyone was still on slicks on pretty much a wet track. But I mean, we were looking at the clouds, and there was no other rain, so you couldn't change to wets.
Changes are quick on the mountain as well.
That's the thing, yeah.
So if you can see the mountain, it's going to rain, and if you can't see the mountain, it's
raining. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. So I just got caught out at the chicane, but there was cars everywhere. I mean, I had damage on lap 1 anyway, so we had to get a new intercooler after the race anyway. So it's just a pain in the butt, really.
Again, isn't it?
Yeah. So it was just a rubbish race, really.
Right, now, round 13, qualified 18th, finished 11th. So that's 7 places you could jump up there.
Well, there you go then.
So. Happy with that?
Yeah, not bad, is it?
Yeah.
That's not a bad race. Where was that? What? Still not kill?
Yeah, round 13.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they all blur into one. But yeah. I really enjoyed not kill.
Yeah, not kill's brilliant.
We came home quite happy, really. Even though we had the DNF in the first race, we were fairly happy by the end of the weekend.
Yeah,
it was just one of those things.
I was obsessed with Clark's left foot braking in Clark's for some reason. I don't think you really need to, but it was when left foot braking come in. and I just
What,
find
just that
any
one
excuse.
corner?
Yeah, just find any excuse to use it.
Yeah.
I've got a clue what it's for, really, but yeah. 14, round 14, 11th, 8th. So again, 3 places.
Yeah.
So
it's you can't complain, can you? Really?
No,
No.
You're picking them up.
Yeah,
so,
that's it.
I mean, what year are you in? Is it 3rd year in this now?
Yes, yeah, 3rd year.
You're getting up there now, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, we tend to just move forward. I mean, when you look at the results, you don't, very, very rarely, I mean, we've had an absolute mare sometimes, but very rarely we finish behind where we started, so that's always a positive.
That's a big positive.
Yeah, 100%.
Again, round 15, Silverstone, qualified 15th, finished 10th. 5th place. Look, I've even put asterisks on there, exclamation marks.
Oh, well, there you go. That's it. Yeah, even better.
5 places.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Silverstone? Because it can be a bit of a funny circuit.
It was a hard one. I think the tow played a massive effect, and obviously single car team, we've got no one to tow off.
When the other team's got 8 or 6 cars to tow them along.
100%. And when there's a car in front of you and they're giving you a tow, they'll just totally abandon the lap to not give you the tow, which is fair enough.
They're
totally
shouted at when they get back to the
totally entitled to do that. But we ended up 15th. It's just one of those things. But the grid was so close. When you look at the qualifying timesheets, I mean, 2/10 puts you up well in the top 10, and 2/10 is what we think the tow was. So it's
you stop it on a stopwatch.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
What about cops? Is that just a lift and then in, or are you?
No, break. Yeah, it is a break. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I asked you about that about Hawthorne's up here. I thought, you just do a little lift.
Yes, it's a definite break. Hanging on for dear life. Yeah. At least there's a bit more runoff at Silverstone than there is here. Yeah.
And then the next one. Where was the next one? I think you're up 5 again in the next. 5th.
Yeah.
It's 5 places.
I know. My best finish as well in JCW. So it was brilliant.
And you can't. I mean, at Donington as well, you got up into 5th at one point, didn't you, when you were back there? So
yeah.
You can't. It's strong. I think it's really strong. And then round 17, you dropped 4. The last race.
Well, I finished 6th, but I got one of them pesky little track limits penalties. So
I think they've got to stop that.
Well, I don't know, but I'm saying I was 6th.
Yeah.
So you need to scribble that out. We were 6th on the road.
Lydia was
6th. Thank you.
Round 18 at Brands. That's the last one we've done. That was yesterday, wasn't it? Was it yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah. 15th, 13th, so 2 places. So
yeah, I mean, we were up against it a little bit yesterday. We've had a bit of a mare of a weekend, really. We've had this is the second front windscreen that we've had in the car, and then we've had 2 rear windows go as well. So in that last race yesterday, we didn't have a rear window because we literally didn't have one to put in it.
That's horrible when you ain't got a
horrendous.
It's awful.
Yeah,
absolutely awful. And you obviously drag as well. I presume you got.
It wasn't a pleasant ride, and even the fumes coming out the exhaust straight back in the car. After a little while, I wasn't feeling my best either. I wasn't at my sharpest. Car's brilliant. So we've got a new one in. One arrived late last night, so that's in there. So hopefully today should be better. But we're kind of just writing that one off yesterday.
So it's just one race today.
2
today.
Yeah, 2 today.
They are actually both on ITV today, aren't they?
Yeah, I think
full thing.
Yeah, the first one's on ITVX, and then
I tried to watch yesterday this morning because they've put yesterday's out on YouTube, but I didn't have enough time because we were coming. I saw glimpses of it, and I think Don Wheatley had a bit of a time of it.
Yeah, it was, to be fair, the sort of 7 in front of me were all in a big pack. It was quite good racing, really, so it is worth a watch. But I think Branch GP always produces good races because of the tight nature and things like that. So
it's a good circuit because you instruct down there as well, don't you?
Yeah, we don't do very much on the GP loop. It's mostly on the Indy circuit.
Yeah, because I think you're going to have to bring the Mini down and you'll have to come out of us and give us some lessons.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
well, that'll be fine.
It's been about 10 years.
Oh, hang on, that's okay.
Hang on, no. Come on. You can put your foot flat on the floor,
Oh, no, you'll be fine.
But no, so you're looking forward to today?
Yeah, very much so,
You've got to be positive because I know it's hard to... it's just got to keep the positive thoughts going. And
definitely, I think as soon as you start thinking negatively, it's game over anyway, isn't it? So you need to. We try and keep a positive mindset, bring out the good and everything. And obviously, sometimes it does feel like you're banging your head against a brick wall sometimes. But it's just one of those things. It's the nature of the beast. We knew what we were getting into when we started. So I think, to be fair, this year has been quite a good little ride.
I think it's been brilliant compared to last year. I mean, you've got to be. I mean, look at the places you keep picking up.
I know. Yeah, I mean, last year we were struggling to move 2 places forward, and well, I mean, we had a 5th last time. It's
if you've
brilliant.
got the data,
Yeah,
If
well,
you've
that's
got
the
that
thing.
data, I mean, you can pick up a lot. I mean, you're pretty good because you pick up a lot off from the laptops and in car. You know, you're pretty good at that. You know, I've got to take my hat off to you there because I couldn't. I was like, where, what, where? Yeah. But you pick up on the braking points and everything else. So.
You get a lot of data out of these cars. Obviously, throttle, brake, speed. You can get a lot out of them, but the thing is, I'm just comparing against myself.
Yeah.
It would be helpful to have another driver, but
it's good that you're hard on yourself. But sometimes
we have to
I think
be,
you're too hard on yourself.
No, you can never be too hard on yourself.
You
need to keep improving. So
no, we're looking forward to it because we will actually stay and see this race today.
Good. You're not part-timer anymore.
No. So we're looking forward to today. So good luck today.
Thank you.
Thanks again for catching up with us.
No, thank you. It's always a pleasure.
I love our little chats. We've got our sort of our famous four, we call them.
Well,
we're going to be famous
for. Of course, it's like a little band, isn't it?
So thanks again for chatting to us.
No, thank you.
Good luck today, and you're going to steam it. You are really.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it. Glad you think so.
I'm telling you.
We'll see.
Lovely. Thanks, Lyd.
Thank you.
Brands Hatch last round. We're here with someone we've missed. We've missed Max, so we have to have a chat with him. Porsches this year, Max.
Yeah, a bit of a change from the minis of the previous few years, and yeah, what a nice change it's been, to be honest. We've really enjoyed it as a team. Nice to be teammates with Ethan again after we did a season together in 2019. Yeah. And the Porsche is fantastic to drive. Great fun. A big challenge. Yeah, massively different.
Probably, is it?
Yeah. Probably wasn't at the start, but it's definitely better now.
Yeah. So another year in the Porsches, you think?
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure yet. It is what we are looking at. Ultimately, we've got a new car coming next year with these Porsches. So the Caymans that you see inside the garage now are 718 Cayman GT4 Club Sports. There is exactly the same car, but an RS version coming out next year. So this is 425 brake horsepower. The new car will have 510.
So it's literally just a step up in horsepower. It's not, the suspension will still be the same.
It's slightly different, but overall, a better, faster car. But often when you go faster, it costs more money, and that's the bit that we need to work out. So, as great as everybody's support has been, and there has been a number of my partners who've increased their input this year to help make this happen. The budget to run this car is still a job, isn't it? It is, and so it's to go and do it again next year. We need to find some more. And we'll see how that goes. So hopefully it'll happen.
Yeah, so you've had podiums and everything, Max, and it must be nice getting podiums again. Yeah,
it is. We've not quite sealed up third in the championship, but it's more or less done. So it's a great achievement in our first year. We've had a few fourth places, just missing out on the podiums, but equally had a number of race wins. And
I remember the Dominic was really good.
It wasn't really expected that early in the season. I think the wet kind of helped us, and I think now I've got to grips with what I actually need to do in the car. Then we've got even faster in the wet. So definitely enjoy it when it rains. It's just trying to get the most out of it when it's hot. And it is new to us, new to the team, and there's things that we've got to work out.
Yeah, I think it will. So touring cars are off the table totally now.
I wouldn't say completely off the table. Ultimately, to go and race in one of those cars is the best part of £500,000 a year, and I'm not sat here with £500,000 in my pocket. No. Quite the opposite. So without something that is a major step change in sponsorship or income, then the touring car dream isn't going to happen just right now. So
that's a shame. I'd like to see touring cars. Would love that.
It'd be nice.
Oh, it'd be fantastic.
But it's not. It isn't just the easiest of things to make happen.
No, it's one of the most difficult things, I think, actually, to be fair.
Right, as you're finding out, the budget part is probably one of the hardest bits.
Money's hard to come by now, especially if you don't know the right people, it's very difficult.
Exactly. So, but you know, we don't need the doom and gloom. You know, we've had a fantastic year this year, and and I hope, and I very much hope that can continue in whatever guise that is next season. So,
I think it will.
you know, and in the same light, sponsors that we've had on board this year have been fantastic. Have supported me through. Whilst there is some new sponsors on board, like Primex Plastics and JIC Transport, Gala Performance and GK Spark Plugs, they've all been on board for a long time. Boss Fabrication, third year I think now. Sponsorship.
Really,
CTL Dental have been on for 7 or 8 years. Primex 10 years as a sponsor. There's not many people who've been here for 10 years, let alone kept the same sort of sponsor. So, you know, I'm really, really grateful for their continued support, because the mini years were tough and I didn't really enjoy the last year, and you know, it would have been very easy for them to say, do you know what, Max, it's not going to continue, but they have.
It just wasn't. You know, it's such a it was hard. I think it was hard on you. You know, and now you're showing what you got and what you can do. That's
you know, I think now, you know, the cars are equal, the cars are reliable, and we're showing what we've been worthy of. And you know, maybe not every race we're right at the front, but we're holding on in there, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, well, hopefully you've got the third place, which I think you have.
Yep.
Well deserved, and it's lovely catching up with you. We love chatting with you and sort of talking with you, because, you know, you're a bloody good interview.
We always try and, you know, give that insight and give you a bit of behind the scenes, and maybe you don't see or don't think about when you're watching it on the telly.
So lessons next year, please, in a minute. Day somewhere.
We'll get you going quick. All about the confidence, but you'll be fine. Whether it's me supporting you or one of the other team's coaches, but they've got a good roster and they'll help you out to go quick or whatever you're doing.
Brilliant. Thank you, Max.
Cheers.
Superb. Thank you very much. Right, everybody. We're here with Dominic Wheatley. He's a new member of the Minis and Motorbikes team. One of our favourite 4. The Fab 4, we could call you.
Yeah. Good name.
So we'd like to know more about you, really, Dom, because obviously the people aren't sort of following the Minis as such. That, you know, we sort of want to introduce the drivers properly. So if you could tell us a little bit about yourself, where you started, what your first racing was, and how you got to this point, and then we perhaps have a little chat about the last few races.
Yeah, sure. So yes, I'm Dominic Wheatley, as you say. I'm racing the Mini Challenge JCW class now, from the northeast of England in Hartlepool, and that's really where it all started, in the northeast. My dad used to rallycross, and we when I turned 11, we got into karting up at Warden Law at Sunderland, our local track, and quite quickly we got into the national championships. Worked through them, and then I had success in karting, but then at 18 parked all my motorsport while I went off to uni. It seemed like a more stable future, at least if motorsport doesn't work out. I've got a bit of a qualification.
I always made to get a train. If you want to do it, you've got to get a train.
Exactly. Need a backup plan.
Saved me, really.
Need a plan B. Finished uni and got into Scottish Minis up at Knockhill.
That's a hairy championship, Scottish Minis. Blonde.
You know, and there's quite a few of us. Quite a few of us up in this championship now. Started there. You know, the likes of Joe Tanner, Hannah Chapman from that. The likes of Kyle Reid as well. Been down in the trophy class, won that. Done a few guest rounds in the JCW. So. There's that kind of natural progression. You start in the Scottish Minis, and you learn a lot about racecraft there, and then into Mini Challenge with the trophy class for 3 seasons. Won that in my 3rd season after another couple of successful championships before that as well. Getting Rookie Cup, Graduate Cup, And then into JCWs last year. So last year was very much a learning season. These are a totally different beast to the smaller minis, but great fun.
I don't think you can knock yourself. You've done well in the first season, and they're difficult. They're so difficult.
And then as you can see behind us, second season's been
just punted out every 5 minutes.
A bit.
It's been a bit unfair on you, really, because it doesn't show what you are capable of.
Yeah, we started the season really well. You know, we got podiums, loads of graduate cup wins, and then from Alton Park we had an alright Alton Park, but Knockhill, it really turned sour. We had an engine blow, had a big incident into the tyre wall there, and then Silverstone last round we were struggling with a power issue. I think it's something that's undiagnosed from the Knockhill incident, so we think we fixed that coming into this weekend, and again we think we fixed it, but we've had a little chance to give it a go. Race 1 we had got beaten up, 4 wheels all pointing different directions, and then in that race an incident in lap 1 put us out the race. So hoping I get a chance to just
heartbreaking, you just got to keep plugging away.
That's the thing, isn't it? Definitely.
Good positive thoughts. We're rooting for you in the last race anyway.
Thank you. Hopefully I'm out for it. It should be.
And it's been a pleasure talking to you, and we hope we can follow you next year. You're going to do the minis next year?
That's the plan, yeah.
Good, because we've got these 4 drivers that we want to follow through onto their next part of their careers if we can, to show people the steps that it takes and the hard work that it takes, because it is bloody difficult.
It takes a lot of time and
we're just going to do the trophies, and we're struggling to get sponsorship for that. Even. It's nothing.
It's really tough out there. It's really tough.
The money's just not there. So very much appreciated. It's lovely talking to you.
Great talking to you.
Keep in contact with you, and we'll follow you properly next year. Have a full season of your ins and outs, and hopefully I'll be a Graves boy as well. So you might even be one of the instructors. So. Because I've forgotten it. That's a good number of years ago. So thank you very much, Dom. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Mark, I found your T-shirt. Will it fit you around the belly? Do you think it'll fit you around the belly? No? Right, here we are with Nelson King, another one of our Fab 4 drivers. And you've been doing pretty well, Nelson, haven't you? First year in the JCWs.
Yeah, it's been good. Could have been better, but it's been a solid year for the first one running.
Yeah, I mean, I think we start, if we can, just talking about how you started, first races you did, first championships you did, and obviously we've got the trophies to talk about. So how did it all sort of start for you?
Well, we was at an event called Kart Masters in 2020. And my dad was watching the TV, and Ben Caspersack was on TV, and he won a race at Crofts on ITV, and we was like, oh, that's like quite a good laugh. So all of a sudden, we got talking. It was like, is it that time now to go to cars? And we got into Coopers, and before we know it, after 2 races, we was in Graves. And we started off quite strong in Graves. We had a few crashes in the first year, but that's part of the learning curve. And then the next year after, won the championship. So it was.
That was a quick car, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a quick car.
Definitely had something.
Yeah, it was quick, but that was quite impressive. And then the move to JCWs. I mean, obviously the Coopers are low on power, but they're high on grip. I mean, they must have been quite good to drive and
I think
easier to drive, or easier than these anyway.
Yeah, I think it's one of the funnest cars to drive, to be honest. I know people say it's a bit of an easier car to drive with slicks, but overall it's more about anticipating the race. So it makes it quite good when you're actually so close together, because everyone
the drag makes a hell of a difference.
So obviously it makes quite a good race in that, and it's probably one of the funnest series you will do because of that fact, to be honest.
Yeah. So the move to JCW, was it easy, or was it a struggle to get money together? And
I think it's never going to be easy, to be honest. Obviously it's quite a big jump in power and in budget as well, so you're always going to have that bit of problem of getting onto the grids, but luckily we've had some amazing sponsors this year to help us.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good move with the laser tools. Did they approach you, or did you approach them?
We approached them, but obviously that got the ball rolling, and they put a lot of faith in me, especially as a rookie driver, to run their logo.
They're a good bunch. Thanks for that, Nelson. It's been interesting, and hopefully we'll catch up with you next year, and we'll follow you obviously, and some tips when we get the car going and probably see us at Brands.
You'll probably see me in the videos at some point trying to help you out at a certain track or so.
That'd be good.
Great.
That'd be really good. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Right, something a bit different for Minis and Motorbikes. We've been following our favourite 4 JCW drivers, and this young lady's made some more places up in the last race, so she's doing flipping well. But we've got one of her sponsors with us today, Black Stag Styling.
Hi there, how are we doing?
Good, thank you. So, how did Black Stag start?
It's sort of on the back of AW Smart Repairs, which are our other company, but we started about 3 years ago. Just because we had a big call for all the styling, so we decided to introduce that side of the business. And it's sort of grown over the last 3 years.
So what are the sort of main makes and models that you do styling-wise?
All sorts of stuff, really. So we do a few bits and pieces with the Minis, of course, as well. But when we do a lot of trucks, pickup trucks and vans, mainly the Ford Rangers is one of the big ones we do. But good fun.
So how did the connection come about with Lydia and
Yeah.
I'll hand it over to Liz. She can,
Well, okay, so I was selling visor space, wasn't I, on my helmet last year, and the first round that Alex joined, I crashed on Saturday, and you didn't get to come and see us race, did you? You did come to watch, but you didn't see us race, did you?
Yeah, we did. You were very kind. You rung up, all a bit concerned that we were coming to support you.
Yeah.
But no, it's still a really good introduction to yourselves and to the support with yourselves. So,
yes, well, you've got connections with Dave, haven't you? So I think that's how sort of it started, isn't it? Because you know Dave.
Yeah, that's it. So Dave, known for many years through the car repairs and bits and pieces. Dave does a few little bits and pieces for us, of course, as well.
So next year, still going to sponsor her next year? Going to put you on the spot?
You can put us on the spot.
You've got to say yes now.
Oh no!
Yes now. You've got to say yes now.
Yeah, I like your style. So yes, we are looking forward to supporting Lydia for next year.
Yeah. So it'll be bigger stickers or?
Yeah, that's can't say too much at the moment. But
all black with black stag on it. Wouldn't that look brilliant?
Let's hope so in the future. Yeah,
I'd look really good in a Black Stag t-shirt.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
Oh well, we can do your t-shirt. That's not a problem at all.
No, that's good. So you're definitely going to sponsor Lyd next year.
100%.
Yeah, brilliant.
100%. And then moving forwards, we want to keep, adding to that every year would be what we'd like to do.
Because it's a difficult series. I personally do think it honestly takes you, however good you are, it takes you, 3 seasons really to get somewhere.
Yeah, I think
poor girls struggling, sole team. So you haven't got 8 cars to take data from, 8 drivers to take opinions from. You're just literally doing it off your laptop, watching the in-car and then picking the best bits out. And perhaps I can brake a little bit earlier there, get on the throttle a little bit. Oh, I was late on the throttle there. So I think she's doing really, really well. I don't think you can put yourself down at all, honestly.
No, it's really impressive. From last season moving to this season's racing,
top
big improvements.
So jumps 5 places, 7 places.
Just looking forward to next season to be that top half of the top 10, and then you're just gonna, I think, gonna progress nicely.
Easy.
Out the running with the.
Something else to say?
No, I just thought that was lovely. Thank you very much. But I mean, it's just nice having people like you trackside, and that's what all of this is about. It's so important to have people like Alex. So
and we love it. We love coming to watch and support Lydia as well. And to us, Lydia's a local young lady driver as well. So so that's majorly important to us as well. So
And if anyone watching needs any work done, head to Alex.
Yeah, for any styling, please. Any vehicles, literally anything. Prosthetic limbs, we do everything. So all sorts of stuff, would you believe? Yeah.
Give me your finger, please.
We can do that, no problem at all. But lots of stuff. So we'd be happy to help. And sponsorship for Lydia, of course. So.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for talking to us. It's been a little bit of insight, because we like to give people a little bit of an insight to it, and it's been very appreciated. Yeah.
No, thank you for having us. So, much appreciated.
Again, Lyd. Nice to see you again.
Well, that was good, wasn't it? I enjoyed that. I'll tell you what.
That was good fun.
I'll tell you what I was pleased about. Nelson King, I hope I get these names right. Nelson King,
lovely
and
fella.
Don Wheatley.
Yeah, lovely
New
fella.
drivers for us to interview. Cracking blokes, so really good, weren't they? Really gave us a time.
I felt sorry for Dom because he'd been punted out in about 2 races with a load of damage, and he still found the time to talk to us and was willing to talk to us. I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to. Don't think.
Yeah, no,
I would have still done it. Yeah,
right. And unfortunately, Nelson King's got cut a bit short.
Yeah, because he got called off.
He got called off, didn't he?
Things, but we're obviously.
He had other commitments, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
He's got a timetable for the day, and he's got commitments and sponsors and that sort of thing. So, what commitments?
Mustang Sally.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So but
serious note. It's really
really nice blokes.
It's always good chatting with Lydia, and we just missed out on Bradley. I think he had a tough weekend, which is a bit of a shame. But we had caught up with Max. So what we lost with Bradley, we probably caught up with Max.
Max Coates.
He's another lovely fella, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know, he gives us a lot of time, so it's good to catch up with Max because I like Max. Well, I like him all. That sounded terrible. I like them all.
Yeah,
I love you all.
It was a good day. It was nice tonight.
Yeah, it's funny as well. Black Stag as well. They were good crowd. So yeah, it's good, Alex.
Can't believe it was that hot for October.
No, it was chuffing hot. Because
you remember last Brands actually went to in 22. Do you remember it was all foggy? They couldn't race.
Yeah, it couldn't start till 12 o'clock, and then it peed down in the afternoon.
But it was so blooming hot, wasn't it?
It's lovely.
So blooming hot. Anyway, right now.
Yes. Now,
before we went to Brands Hatch, you were talking about the motorbike again, weren't you? Because you said about there was metal in the what's it called, sump?
Sump oil pan. Basically, what had happened, we found a bit of metal in the sump, and we couldn't work out what it was. And then Steve stripped it all apart, and I cleaned up the pistons in my cleaner, and then we realised it was actually a bit of the piston that had broken off on the side, and it fits it like a glove. So that had broken off and was in there. So how that hadn't done more damage, I don't know. The bores are absolutely buggered because we used our cheap grinder honing tool to clean the bores out.
What's that?
Well, basically you put that in a drill and then
Can I get it out?
Yeah. And then they all ping out when you start the drill up, and it goes into the side of the bores and cleans it. Yeah. It should just slide up, actually. Oh, perhaps it don't. I don't think he even took it out, did he?
Do you reckon he's got his own one?
No.
Oh, he took it out like that?
Yeah, took it out like that.
So what's going on here then?
He's put another cable tie on it. But basically, put the drill in, and then that pushes itself out, and that cleans the bores. It goes around and round and round.
What, you put that in there like that, and then you go...
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, that's very good.
You like that, didn't you? Yeah. I think I put my back out, didn't you? All right.
Yeah, and the bores are absolutely buggered. So, we got...
That technical term, is it?
Yeah, absolutely shagged.
Is that another technical term?
Yeah, because you can see the one that's not been done and the one that's been done, but there's all sorts of glue. It is just. Yeah, so that's that really.
Oh, okay.
Because we can use it. I've got a bigger one. You see, I've got a particular size because then we can we've got them for the sort of the other engines and other builds we're doing. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Got myself all mucky now. Look, don't like being mucky.
No, I know.
Right.
So that's it, really, isn't it?
Okay, all right. So it can't be used, those pistons, because it's broken, even though they're cleaned up all right.
Yeah.
Because you were thinking about cleaning them up, putting new rings on.
Yeah.
And away we go.
Yeah. But we've still got to get new so I'm just going to buy the top end off the eBay for that 40 quid. So.
All right.
Yeah, that's it, really.
Okay. Well, we'll pick up as we go along with that then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. All right. Yeah. So, lastly, just to say thanks to Dom, Nelson, Lydia,
Alex.
Alex, that's Black Stag bloke, isn't it? I forgot about him. Sorry, Alex, I forgot about you, mate. Yeah. No, it was all good. It was all good. So
good
so
crack,
anyway,
it was good laugh.
Yeah. So thanks for
Max as well. Don't forget Max.
Yeah. Okay. All
and we did speak to Ian Travers as well.
And we did bumped into Bob.
Rob. Yeah.
Bumped into Rob. Grabbed it, didn't we?
Yeah.
So hello to him.
Said hello to Rob. So that's nice to catch up. So
All right. Okay. So. Thanks for watching this week.
Yes, like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, because we really need the subscribers to build the channel. And we'll see you next week when we're back on the Mini Cooper.
On the Mini Cooper.
Brilliant. See you soon. See you soon.
Now, change my mind, I'm standing here now.
Widen the shot.
You must be shattered because I'm shattered. And
Yeah.
So he's on it,
Seems quite strict. I don't want to get in trouble.
He's very strict, yeah.